Hello, BookTube! Welcome to another episode of me trying to convince myself that I'm a financially mature person who is capable of controlling myself from buying too many books. Yeah, I lie to myself on a regular basis. So what? This is me trying my hardest to really evoke some sense of guilt, to take some time to self-reflect on these purchases that I made. But I gotta be honest, whenever I gaze at these packages, I feel nothing but intense happiness. And you know, there are days when financial security doesn't really matter, when happiness is really more important than anything else. You know, we gotta do what sparks joy, right? We gotta keep on doing what sparks joy. And do you know what sparks joy? Exactly. Books. So, tolerate me for a little bit and come unbox this haul with me. I'm so excited. There's nothing quite like that few seconds when you're about to unwrap something and you'll finally lay your hands on copies of books that you've been dreaming of buying for the longest time. It's one of the most amazing feelings in the world. So let me look at them one last time. These are books that I've been really wanting to have. You have no idea. And now I finally have them. And I'm so happy. Let's go! Alright, so why don't we go ahead and start with the set of books that really prompted this haul. Because these 3 books are all from a single author. And he's an author that I've been in love with for the longest time. I first read him during my college years and has faithfully followed his books well into my 20s. And it just so happened that this author is as prolific as he is brilliant. So he has a very impressive body of work, which means there are still a lot of books. There are still a lot of works from him that I haven't discovered yet. So I saw these books on Shopee as I was just, scrolling aimlessly, trying to really test myself into how much longer can I contain from buying books. Which is obviously, is it really a big mistake though? When I finally have my hands on 3 copies of his books. Titles that I've been wanting to buy for so long. It's a win. So yeah, let's go ahead and open this. This is so sweet. I always love it when sellers take the time to really write you notes. It's just so thoughtful of them. Light a candle and read a book. This is from Midnight Moonlit Books. That's the name of the store. You know what? I think I'm gonna link their store below so that you can also support them. They're also very nice because they have accommodated all my requests for pictures. They're so accommodating, really, yes. And this is so well packaged. Just take a look. So nice. I love it when they just really go out the extra mile to make you feel that this purchase is really worth it. This is why it sparks joy. Yeah, so alright. And there we have it. It's Neil Gaiman. Neil Gaiman, I first read his work when I was in college. It was Sandman, the graphic novel. It's a series of graphic novels. I was a multimedia arts. I have studied multimedia arts as my first degree, and we have a very good library that housed a lot of art books and graphic novels, and Sandman happened to be one of those, luckily, and I stumbled upon his work and never looked back. I've been in love with him ever since, and during those same years in college, I've read Anansi Boys, American Gods, and then well into my 20s, I've also read Neverwhere, Ocean at the End of the Lane. I've never read Stardust, but I've watched the live movie adaptation so many times. It was a very wonderful, heartwarming movie. I just love all the worlds that Neil Gaiman presents in his novels. And these are titles that I've been desperately wanting to have for the longest time. So I'm just really grateful to the seller for providing them at such a wonderful, affordable price. I love it when your passion is so accessible to you, right? So here are the titles. Let me talk to you briefly about them. Let me talk about the first two. So here's Neil Gaiman, Smoke and Mirrors, Short Fictions and Illusions. And then Fragile Things, Short Fictions and Wonders. Now, the thing about me is I used to never really get the beauty of short stories during my teenage years. I have always been into standalones or series, but never short stories. I didn't get them. But well into my adulthood years, when I started becoming a corporate slave, you know, when you find yourself into a job, you just eventually learn that you find lesser and lesser time for things that you enjoy, things that make you happy. So that's when I discovered the beauty of short stories, because there's just so much satisfaction from finishing one story in one sitting, which you frequently could not afford because of a full-time job. And I've loved short stories ever since, and I am beyond thrilled that Neil Gaiman has short story collections. Can you just imagine how there are a lot of worlds waiting to discover in these pages? His mind is just infinite with ideas. The possibilities, the wonders waiting for me. And then this third book is possibly the title, the number one Neil Gaiman title that I am aspiring to have ever since I heard of it. Because just take a look at the long and poetic title. The view from the cheap seats. And from what I know, this is Neil Gaiman talking about writing. And it's a gorgeous thing whenever a writer takes time to really talk about their craft. As an aspiring writer myself, yes, manifesting into the universe, I know that this is really gonna shape my motivation to become one. I'm running out of words because I really can't put into words how excited I am to get into this book. I'm just so thankful to finally have all of them. I'm so happy. So, 3 Neil Gaiman books. Yeah. We are moving on to the second package. And I'm not gonna lie, I made this purchase on the very same day, immediately just after I checked out that first parcel. So this is connected to that first purchase. Let's just go open it and I'll explain. These are also books that I had been eyeing for so long. This is 2 books, and one of them is also something I have kept on my wish list for so many years, so I'm just finally glad to have it. Guys, I'm really about to cry. Why are these sellers so nice? Do you see how cute this is? This packaging? You know, there goes my effort to be guilty about these purchases. These sellers are just wonderful people. How can I convince myself that it's a waste of money to support them when they're this nice? Can I just open them from the side? shop, by the way, is Chasing Bliss. I'm also gonna put their link down below so that you could support them, or if you could try them out if you want to buy some new books in addition to your shelves. Alright, so this next book, as I've said earlier, they're connected to the first purchase, and that is because this is also a Neil Gaiman book. Yes, friends, I'm obsessed. That's the level of obsession that I have for this author. Okay, you don't understand. Alright, so this is trigger warning. And guess what? This is also a short story collection. I have no words. I now have 4 Neil Gaiman books. I think this just completed my life. I'm over the moon happy right now. I just want to indulge in this moment. 4 Neil Gaiman books. So pretty. Alright, so we're gonna move on to this second book that I ordered from the seller. And this is the title that I'm referring to, the one that I have been on my wish list for the longest time. I've been saying that over and over again, but I promise this is also one of the books that I've been wanting to have for so long. Oh, there's a letter. Let's see. Hi, thank you for choosing Chasing Bliss. I hope you're having a good day. I'm just a shy little girl who started a small business at Shopee because of my love for books and packaging. If you have time and you like my products, would you please give me a good review? Your praise would be a great encouragement for me. If unfortunately you are not satisfied with your order, please contact me as soon as possible. I will do my best to work out a solution that would satisfy you. Please do not give me a bad rating because it hurts me and losing all my hopes. I do my best to serve every customer very well. This small business is very important to me, and your satisfaction is more important than my money as it keeps me going. Always stay safe. Let's keep on chasing bliss. Aww. It's such an earnest request, you know, and I did give them a 5-star rating because they were so accommodating as well in taking pictures of the books that I have requested. So I just feel a little bad because around the time this deliveries have been with me for like over a week now. I just feel kind of bad because I wasn't able to take pictures of them when they arrived to me, because I was saving them for a book haul unboxing video. So maybe next time I'm gonna order again and take proper pictures of the package that they're gonna be sending. So yeah, right, so this is a book that I'm really excited to read. This has a movie adaptation that's gonna be available on Netflix. I'm not gonna watch that until I finish reading this, although I'm not sure when it's gonna be, but definitely soon. So this is Smaller and Smaller Circles by F.H. Batacan, a local Filipino author. So I just know from what I can see on the book cover that this is mystery or crime, something dark. And I'm a sucker for genres like that. That's why I was so eager to have this added on my bookshelf. And also because I'm in the pursuit of supporting local Filipino authors. I just know that there's so much untapped potential in our country that needs to be supported more. So these are baby steps to supporting them and encouraging them to put out more contribution to our literature. It's the winner of the Philippine National Book Award, the Carlos Palanca Memorial Award, the Madrigal Gonzalez Best First Book Award. It's such critically acclaimed. So, kind of scares me a little because that's gonna raise my expectations so ridiculously high. But somehow I feel that it will live up to the hype. Yeah, so excited for this one as well. So for this package, I have Neil Gaiman's Trigger Warning and Smaller and Smaller Circles by F.H. Pataka. Two really good purchases. Yep. Alright, to the third package we go. This came in very recently, just yesterday. So let's go ahead and open it. Really, when I make my purchases, they're interconnected in some way. You'll see. Wow, that was the toughest one yet. That was so grueling to unwrap. I don't know if it's because I directly ordered it from the publishing house. It's why they were so rigid when it comes to packaging it to ensure that it will get to me in safe and good quality. So, yeah. I just talk about me wanting to start supporting local Filipino authors, and this is part of that. This is a Filipino graphic novel, Sandali, from the title itself. It's so amusing to me because I think the writer is Mikey Jimenez, and the illustration for this one is Mikey Merchan. Are they soulmates or what? They both have the same name, and they happen to work on this collaboration. Exciting. So, I think these are, from the title and from what I can read at the back, I think these are about, mundane moments in Metro Manila. So, I think that's gonna capture snippets of the Filipino culture in the modern times, and I'm just really looking forward to unique and really good storytelling and illustration together. It's really something to look forward to. So, yeah, more works and more literature from local Filipino writers, please. Yes, definitely. We have finally reached the last package, and what I can say for this particular purchase is that this is a dare to myself, because this is from a very popular author among the booktube community. He is very famous for a genre that I rarely involve myself into. It's not that I don't like it, but I haven't read much into that genre. I've read several, yeah, but I just don't think I'm that well versed as compared to most people when it comes to that genre. And I don't know why I have a reason why I picked this book from him, so let's just go find out. Where's my sister? You guys, I'm so moved that I really feel so bad. I really feel so bad. Here's another example of a bookseller who goes the extra mile to really make you feel special for supporting them and their small businesses. Oh, and I was also given a free bookmark. Are you kidding me? Look at this. Why is everyone so nice? Oh. And look at this. It's so cute. Thank you, and my name. With a post-stamp. I'm gonna love these sellers forever, I promise. They are so nice. Because as far as I know, this book is also an expensive one. If I would buy them on local bookstores, traditional book chains, or even order them online and other platforms, I know it's expensive. But the seller, was able to sell it to me at a very cheap price, and it's brand new. Oh my goodness. Alright, so you probably have already seen it from the packaging, but yeah. It's Brandon Sanderson's Steel Heart. So of course, I think this author needs no introduction. I think every booktuber, everyone in the booktube community knows who he is. And I know this is not exactly the most popular title that he has. It's just that when I googled, because I wanted to start with a standalone Brandon Sanderson title, because I know that he is mostly writing series. I wanted to start with a standalone to, get a good feel or a good grasp of how he writes. He's always been praised by pretty much everyone who has ever read his work, so it kind of convinces me that I will also love his writing. So yeah, I googled Brandon Sanderson standalone, and instead I saw this link directly from his blog wherein he talked about book recommendations. Yeah, from Brandon Sanderson himself. So the first thing he said there was, if you're not such a great big fantasy reader, this is what he would recommend in another book called Elantris, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, my interest is picked with this one because I have other plans beside wanting to delve into Brandon Sanderson books. I have plans for this one as well. Uh, yeah, I'm curious. I'm very curious because everyone I know just loves Brandon Sanderson. Will I read what's on the back? Probably no. Best to save that for later when I'm already gonna read it. But yeah, this is my first Brandon Sanderson book. For those who have read this one, is this a good choice, do you think? Or are there any other Brandon Sanderson books you would rather recommend to me? Let me know. But yeah, this is, I'm not gonna spoil it, but I'm gonna talk about it later. So yeah, this is brand new. This is in such good condition. For how much was this? $250, I think. I can't remember exactly. I just went ahead and checked it out before I could change my mind, and I'm so glad I didn't change my mind. It's now with me. Guys, I have 7 brand new books. And these are books that are so high up on my wish list for the longest time. And now I have them. You know, I've learned so many things from this book haul that's gonna stay with me forever. Number 1 is that booksellers are some of the nicest, sweetest human beings you would ever encounter in life. It's like they have a way of really making you feel that the decision you've made to really purchase these books are worth it, that they're not something you have to feel sorry for. So thank you, booksellers, for making a way for these books to be more accessible to us, and for doing these sweet little things that make us feel special. We're gonna keep on supporting you, I promise. Another thing is that we should never really apologize for the things that make us happy, because we work so hard for this moment. You know, this is why we work hard. Wow, I don't want to cry on camera, but I don't always splurge on myself like this. Contrary to how I appeared at the introduction of this video, I don't normally indulge myself for these kind of luxuries. And I've always talked about how I've been on a break from reading for the past year and a half, and this just made me realize that I miss books so much. There's nothing quite like the company that they provide to you, even if you're just alone with words. These are hard work of authors as well, that they are offering to you as company. So my heart is just so full at this moment, and I'm just so happy. I hope we get to have more of these moments where we can genuinely and be freely happy with the books that we want, that we dream of and deserve. Here's to a happier month of reading for the month of October.